JJ Montesino.
Some crimes don't just take a life, they send a message. That was the case with Jesús Sarmiento, a 25-year-old Venezuelan TikTok influencer whose brutal murder was not only caught on camera, but live streamed to thousands in real time. The attack was sudden, calculated, and horrifying. But beyond the tragedy, this case exposes a deeper threat that many content creators across Latin America face every day. The thin and often invisible line between internet fame and real-life danger. Jesús Sarmiento, full name Gabriel Jesús Sarmiento Rodriguez, just wasn't another flashy influencer. He was bold, outspoken, and unfiltered. With over 80,000 followers on TikTok, Jesús gained popularity by flaunting a lavish lifestyle in a country crippled by poverty, showing off stacks of cash, luxury cars, and designer clothes. But it wasn't just the wealth that drew attention. Jesús talked about crime. He criticized authorities. He commented on the violence many others were too afraid to mention. And in Venezuela, that kind of visibility comes with consequences. He had reportedly received threats. His mother warned him about continuing his live streams, but Jesús didn't back down. If anything, he leaned in, posting more, talking louder, and living even larger. It's a level of defiance that earned him admiration and hatred in equal measure. On June 22, 2025, Jesús was live on TikTok. The setting seemed ordinary. He was inside a home in his hometown of Maracay, interacting casually with viewers, but within moments, everything changed. Armed men stormed the room. Gunshots rang out. Screams echoed. On camera, Jesús was struck multiple times, allegedly as many as 9. His mother, who was present during the stream, was also shot in the abdomen. The screen didn't cut out right away. Viewers witnessed Jesús bleeding, begging for help. His last words were reportedly a desperate plea for SEBIN, Venezuela's intelligence police. But the help never came. The live stream ended, but the horror had only just begun. Not random, premeditated. Authorities immediately confirmed what many suspected. This wasn't a robbery or a spontaneous act of violence. This was an execution. The attackers knew where Jesús was. They knew when he would be live, and they made sure his death was seen. One suspect even looked straight into the camera before fleeing. Masked or not, they didn't seem to care about being identified. The goal wasn't just to kill Jesús. It was to make a statement, loud, violent, and unforgettable. Some believe Jesús had crossed a line by taunting criminal groups, exposing dangerous measures, or simply refusing to stay silent in a country where organized crime often operates without fear of law enforcement. That kind of defiance doesn't go unpunished. In the days following the murder, authorities in Venezuela began to act, at least publicly. One woman, Pierina Uribarri, was arrested and charged as an accomplice. It's believed she may have helped set up the ambush, though her exact role remains unclear. 3 more suspects, men believed to be directly involved in the shooting, are still at large. Authorities have issued warrants and say they are using live stream footage, phone records, and surveillance data to track them down. The case is being led by Venezuela's public ministry under Attorney General Tarek William Saab. He has vowed to bring those responsible to justice, insisting that no one is above the law. But the public isn't convinced. Venezuela has a long struggle with corruption and impunity. Many fear this case will be buried like others before it. Flashes of outrage to follow by silence. The live stream went viral in minutes. Despite platform moderators rushing to remove the footage, it was already too late. Screenshots, re-uploads, and reactions video flooded TikTok, Instagram, and even encrypted apps like Telegram.
JJ Montesino. Seguí, calle JJ Montesinos, Piñonal. El que me llamó, necesito que se presente en el Piñonal, calle JJ Montesinos. Piñonal, calle JJ Montesinos. Piñonal, calle JJ Montesinos.
Fans and fellow influencers mourned publicly. Hashtags in Jesus's honor tended. Some posted tribute videos, while others warned that they were stepping away from content creation altogether for their safety. The atmosphere changed overnight. Influencers began deleting their content, live streams were canceled, comments turned from supportive to fearful. People started wondering, if this could happen to Jesus, who's next? It wasn't just an attack on a man. It was a warning to everyone who dared to use their voice in a public where silence is often enforced at gunpoint. Venezuela has one of the highest crime rates in the world. In some regions, gangs hold more power than police. And for people like Jesus, who built a platform by being loud, visible, and unafraid, there's no protection. That's what makes this story even more chilling. Social media is supposed to be a place of connection, self-expression, and freedom. But for many creators in Venezuela and beyond, it's becoming a battlefield. Jesús Sarmiento wasn't the first to die this way, and tragically, he may not be the last. His death echoes similar cases in Latin America, like Mexican influencer Valeria Marquez, who was also gunned down earlier this year while streaming. In both cases, the violence was meant to be seen. That's what makes this murder so terrifying. The killers aren't hiding. They're broadcasting their power. In unstoppable regions, visibility can make you a target. Being online is no longer just about popularity. It's about survival. Right now, the only person in custody is an alleged accomplice. The gunmen are still free, and whether or not they'll ever be held accountable remains to be seen. Jesus's followers continued to demand justice, but many doubt they'll ever get it. Still, his death has sparked critical conversations about safety, censorship, crime, and the price of speaking out in a broken system. He was more than just a viral face. He was someone who dared to live loudly in a place where most people stayed quiet. He challenged power, flaunted truth, and paid the ultimate price. Jesús Sarmiento once said he wasn't afraid to speak his mind, and that fearlessness cost him his life. Thank you for watching. If this story moved you, please give it a like, subscribe for more, and let us know your thoughts in the comments. Your voice matters, and so does justice.